All right, we're going to get started. Welcome to our TeamMADE call. It is June 1st. Holy smokes, June 1st. The year's not half over yet. That would be July 1st, right? But we're getting there. Just a few weeks until Summit. And it's exciting for me tonight to have Anita on the call because she's not a top coach, she's a friend. We had the opportunity to go to France together and then also go to Tahiti. And it was funny because Mick and I were on a walk last night. We were talking about, and I'm like, just confirm with me, Mick, you remember Eric in France? And he's like, yes, race car driving or go-kart driving. And I'm like, can you remember him in Tahiti? And he's like, yes, all the competitions. I'm like, okay. Because you become as good of friends with the spouse as you do with the top coach during these kind of things. So both Anita and Eric have become really good friends of ours. And you guys all know, 15-star diamond, 2-time top 10 coach. How many times have you been elite?
Anita?
3. Dang. And you've been a coach for how long?
I joined in 2012.
Geez. So you've been on the top pretty much the whole time. And if there's one thing about Anita, I just want to brag on a little bit more, is the fact that, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, there is not a coach out there, especially a top coach, that just rocks this business, that is more willing to share best practices. Not a coach on the planet. There's so many times that I've gone to Anita very sheepishly going, okay, you're doing this really, really well. Do you mind sharing with me what you're doing? And thinking that she'll give me nuggets or tidbits or kind of lead me in a direction to learn more. Nope. She says, okay, let's get on a Zoom. And she sits and she talks with me and walks me through. I mean, she gives me her scripts, for goodness sakes. I mean, she's that good of a friend and that good of an actual coach, whether you're on her team or not. You guys have seen that with all of the videos that she's done. So I've asked her to come on tonight and just to be her. And I'm hoping that she'll share a little bit of her story and then also some of her best practices that I'm sure will rock your world. So I'll let you take it over, Anita. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, that was an awesome introduction, and I'm very flattered. Before I dive into the presentation I've created for you guys tonight, I just want to say that you guys have the coolest, bestest upline ever. Because I always joke, I love my upline. She's one of my best friends, amazing person. But I always said if I could go back and choose one other than the one I'm with, I would choose Melissa because she's awesome. You just huge heart.
Thank you.
And I can go on and on, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. So we are going to talk Instagram tonight. I created for my team, just so happened to create a 6-week Instagram training for them. And I'm going to just cram it all into 45 minutes. So basically I spent the last 2 years really, really studying Instagram and focusing. I used to be really big with Facebook ads and I still use them, but I have just found so much more success with Instagram in the last year. My recruiting numbers have gone down significantly, but the quality of people I'm bringing into my team has been much better. I don't want to say better. I don't want to say it was low quality before, but I'm getting great quality now too. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to screen share. I created a module, sort of this training, and I'm going to screen share it. Let me bring up. Did I cancel out of it? Oh no. Okay. Now I have to find it. Give me a second. I got to go back on Firefox.
No worries.
Try Chrome. Okay. I made it on Google Slides.
Okay.
It's
high tech for me.
I know. And you know, it's free. And if you don't have PowerPoint on your computer, use Google Slides. Bear with me. I promise I was ready to go and then it went away. Passwords.
Everybody's so good with their mute. Thank you.
Uh-oh, I might have to get my my tech guy. Oh no.
Techie guy.
Okay. Bear with me. I promise it's going to be the best thing you ever did see as soon as I get it up.
Worth the wait.
Yes. Okay. Here we go.
It sounds like he's on dad patrol. So quiet.
Can you tell?
Yeah.
He's doing bath time.
Oh.
Okay, I got it. Here we go. My internet's very slow all of a sudden. Okay, where are you guys? Okay, here we go. It's gonna be the best thing you ever saw. See, I told you, look how good it is.
It's very pretty. Dang.
Can you guys all see that?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Insta success.
Yay.
Okay, so who the heck am I? And just in case, I know for as far as my team calls go, there's a lot of newer coaches. So in case you don't know who I am, my name's Anita. I've been a coach, signed up as a coach for 5 years, really started working my business in 2013. I became a top recruiter and top challenge pack sales and top earner with the company within 18 months. I became a top 10 business builder within 18 months. Let's see here. Let's go back. A little brief history because there's a lot of meat to my training, so I won't give you too much about my history, but I'll give you a brief summary. I was 210 pounds when I joined Team Beachbody. I was pregnant, had my daughter, saw my upline sponsor, Leslie Cordes. She lost 50 pounds with Chalene Extreme. I literally messaged her one day after her. She had been approaching me for 2 years or a year and a half about the coaching opportunity, and I kept turning her down. And that's proof that follow-up works because she followed up all the time. And so I joined Leslie, and I said to her, Leslie, how much money are you making a week? What's possible for me? And she said, oh my gosh, I'm making $500 a week. I was like, yes, if I can make $500 a week, that would change our lives. And so I lost 70 pounds with Chalene Extreme and Insanity, started using Shakeology. Just so many changes were happening in my body. So of course I naturally wanted to share it with people. And if Leslie could make $500 a week, I could too. I mean, she's a family friend. There's nothing separating us but other than time. And so let's see here, 5 years later, Beachbody does not make any guarantees for your success. Disclaimer, she probably makes like $20,000 a week at this point. I don't even know. That's a guess. But when we were first starting, it was $500 and I was like sold. I'm like, sign, seal, deliver. I'm signing up as a coach. And so I just did everything she told me. I was a good student. I followed along to the coach basics. I was taking notes every day. I treated this like a business, like I invested $100,000 and I got busy treating my business like I treated my full-time job. Okay. It showed up every day just like I showed up for work. So that's my summary. Lost 70 pounds. And now my husband and I do this full-time from home. That's the summary. Okay. So, and I did it all through social media, all of it. Some of it was in person. I would say 99% of my business was built through social media. You guys, when I got started, I had 200 Facebook friends. I was one of those people who thought I was like the jam and deleted all my friends because I only wanted like a few people to see my story, my life, my kid. And so I just, when I signed up as a coach, I was like, oh crap, what did I just do? And so I had to go back in and add all those people awkwardly back. And I was just like, oh, I accidentally deleted you. I really like you, I promise. And so I would add these people back and I had to reconnect and build trust again. And so there is something to be said about Beachbody karma. whoever you were before Beachbody will show up when you become a Beachbody coach, because you're going to start reaching out to people and talking to people. If you like poo-pooed on them, they're probably not going to join you. But if you've developed really great relationships and connected with people, it's a great opportunity. They're going to be more likely to be open ears. Okay, so keep calm, and remember, it takes time, one day at a time. So you might see that I've done this for 5 years, and I have over 100,000 followers on my Facebook and 50 something on my Instagram. But that took me 5 years, you guys, of consistent behaviors every single day to make this work. So my favorite platform is Instagram. I reach more people every day. And I'll tell you why. It's a great opportunity to build a brand. I'll show you why. It's free marketing, it's free relationship building, and there's unlimited potential. Did I mention it's free? Does free mean easy? No. Instagram is one of the hardest platforms I have ever tried to figure out, but I'm finally figuring it out. So definitely take some hustle. So the really big, amazing thing about Instagram is it does not have the algorithms that Facebook has. Okay, so your posts are going to be seen by more people. Although you might have more followers and friends on your Facebook, more people are more likely to see your post on Instagram because you're not dealing with any kind of Facebook algorithms. If you haven't noticed already, Facebook gets kind of picky about what you're posting. And oh, by the way, guys, this webinar is for new coaches and coaches who have done Instagram for a while. I'm going to give you guys some really great tips and secrets, but I'm also going to give you basics for the new people. Hope that's okay. So internet users spend more time on Instagram than any other network besides Facebook. I got that fact from Google, and I'm gonna say it's a fact, but I have no source. But I read that Instagram is one of the top networks right now for social media, and it's still early enough to establish a presence and dominate your niche. Instagram has not been around that long. There's so many new users popping over to Instagram right now. It's not even funny. People who were just so 100% sold and bought on Facebook are starting to see the value of Instagram. So Instagram gives you the unique ability to augment your brand with visual content. When someone comes to your page, boom, this is what they see. They don't scroll your page and have to find things and to get to know you through those posts. Excuse me. They see Anita right away. Everything about me and 9 snapshots. The first thing they see is 9 snapshots of you. And what's it going to be? For me, I want them to go on my page and go, this is a mom. This is somebody with a sense of humor. This is somebody that loves food. This is somebody that I can align myself with. You want to be you on your Instagram in the most colorful, beautiful way possible. We'll talk about that more in a minute. But you want to create visual content. Instagram is not about the words, guys. You can say all the words on Facebook, but if you do not make your picture say the words, you're not going to make it on Instagram very far. And I will tell you that it's a lot easier than you think. So visual content on social media continues to dominate in terms of engagement. So just like with Facebook, your picture that you share is what captures somebody. And when people are scrolling through their newsfeed on Facebook, Instagram, they're flying by you. They're literally tapping their phone like this, trying to find something to grasp their eye. And so the first thing, when they're looking through their Instagram, you've got to catch their eye. Your words aren't going to catch the eye, the picture is. So as you can see on mine, and I took a snapshot of my Instagram right behind these words, and you can see every post is eye capturing. And I do that on purpose. Best of all, Instagram, like I said, doesn't have a filtered feed. So more people, if you've got somebody following your page and they have most people don't follow more than 200 people on Instagram or Facebook, the average. So when they are scrolling through on Facebook, they may take your post and deem it as not as important as someone else's, and it may drop to the bottom of their news feed. Whereas Instagram, it's all about time. It's all about what time you posted, and everything's there, and they just fly through it, so it's less filtered. And Instagram can serve as a content creator for other social media platforms. So let me go back real quick and talk to you about posting. Guys, I post on my Instagram once every 2 days. I don't do it every day, and it goes against the whole you need to post on your social media 2 to 3 times a day. I've been preaching that for years, but that's for Facebook. Instagram, you got to wait till that post that's juicy, that picture that's like mouth-watering, that's when you post it. And you say something profound about it. It doesn't need to be a lot. So for example, you see my pineapple pants. Whoops, go back. Those pineapple pants, all I put in the caption was check out my new pineapple pants. Hashtag, and I just hashtag the crap out of things. I'll talk to you guys more about hashtags in a minute. But I hashtag pineapple pants, workout pants, fitness clothes, fitness apparel, hashtag motivation, hashtag fit mom. I mean, I just went through and found, okay, what do these pants say in hashtags? And so it's not about what I'm saying. It's about what that picture says. I'm a fitness lover, my workout pants, and I might even throw in there a little like motivational quote in the description, like, work out every day. It's good for your health or something like that. And so the message gets more across in pictures. Okay. And since I started doing this, guys, my following has gone up several thousand. I think since I started really thinking through my posts and just slowing down, I just basically slowed down and said, okay, is this worthy of Instagram? Is it juicy? Is it mouth-watering? If it's the answer is no, I skip it. I don't post it. Once I started doing that, I saw my numbers climb from 40 to 50,000 within the last couple of months. And Instagram, like I said, can serve as a content creator for other social networks. So you can actually share from your Instagram, creating like a funnel circle. So somebody might post to Instagram, share it to Facebook, share if it's a video, share it to their blog or their YouTube, and then link it all back to a mailing list. I will share with you more about that in a minute. But that's kind of how you can use Instagram to start a funnel. Instagram videos are a great way or great for getting shares on Facebook. So Instagram videos are very quick. When you're doing them, you need to make sure that, again, it's mouth-watering material. It's short, it gets the point across. When you share that to Facebook, it's more likely to get shared through Facebook. I mean, it's not going to get shared as much through Instagram. It'll get shared more through Facebook. And more eyes will capture it, because when you're scrolling on Facebook, most of the videos play automatically. So you're going to get more viewership with videos on Instagram and on Facebook. So Instagram has some of the highest conversion rates among popular social networking sites. So whenever I put up, and this is just my own personal statistic, whenever I put up a call to action on my Instagram and I put one up on Facebook and I compare how many people purchased from me a challenge pack on both, I have come up higher conversion rate on Instagram. People are spending more money from Instagram, in my opinion and in my experience. And then when I've talked to my coaches, the same thing is starting to happen, where they're seeing more purchases happening through Instagram. And I've researched that across other businesses, and they're seeing the same thing. So people come to Instagram to be inspired and discover things they care about. And that includes content from brands and businesses. 1 million plus advertisers worldwide use Instagram to share their stories and drive business results. 75% of Instagrammers take action after being inspired by a post. 1/3 of the most viewed stories are from businesses. 60% of people say that they discover new products on Instagram, and 70% of the stories or video views are played sound on. That's the opposite of Facebook as far as videos are concerned. Most videos I click on Facebook are sound off. You want sound on as much as possible. Now, these statistics and information came directly from Instagram. So take it for what it is, but that's some good proof right there that businesses are doing very well on Instagram. In the last few months, I have bought products for myself, and I caught myself finding them on Instagram. For example, this is sitting right here. I just got this in the mail called Coco Locks. and it's a hair growth supplement, and it's hot chocolate that makes your hair grow. And like, I would never have seen this marketed on television, on anywhere. I don't spend enough time scrolling Facebook to just go through so many things. But when I just go onto my Instagram and search hair, this came up, and I was like, oh, I want to buy it because I'm trying to grow my hair back out because I made the craziest mistake of cutting all my beautiful hair off last year. So now I'm trying to grow it out. And I bought this from these people on Instagram. Okay, so now that you know why, let's talk about the what. So you can do advertising on Instagram, paid advertising if you wanted to. So what your page should look like I said, it needs to be mouth-watering. It needs to be juicy. It needs to pop off your screen, and you need a theme. For me, my posts are very bright, lit up, colorful, hot colors. If you look at my page, it's hot colors. Your page might be soft colors, and you might use things that are more subdued. It's nice to have a theme on your page because when they go to it, that's the first thing they see, and you want them to be captivated. Not everybody does it that way, and some people are very successful without doing it that way. But I have found in my own personal experience that when I make my posts look like each other, I have a lot more success. So you can also do something, and I'll talk to you more about that in a bit, called paid shoutouts. And that is one of my favorite ways to grow my Instagram. So what to do with the leads that you collect? We're going to talk about that next. And creating a funnel with Instagram.
Anita?
Yes.
I'm assuming you're trying to scroll through your pictures, but we're stuck on the very first one.
Really?
Yeah. I hear you.
My goodness. Hold on. I went through so many slides, but we'll review. Let me get out of screen share real quick.
My phone's blowing up. I don't know if it's a coach.
Screen share. Let's try it this way. Okay, are you guys seeing an Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, are you seeing me flip?
Yep.
Okay. So many things.
What's up?
And no.
Taylor, I'm on a Zoom call with my team. I can't help you.
Not really sure where.
I can't leave. Where's Dad?
Okay, I'm gonna wait.
And how's that? When
You can't wait for him. I can't.
I could have asked, I was like,
I need water anyway. Somebody's not muted.
That would be Paxton, but should be good.
Okay, so we went over who I was. That's that beautiful slide. Can you guys see that? Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Keep calm and remember it takes one day at a time. So I was talking about consistency, reach more people, build your brand, free marketing, relationship building, unlimited potential. Did I mention it's free? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
We already went through all this. It's still early enough to establish a presence. Instagram gives you a unique ability to augment your brand with visual content. Okay, so as I was just talking about, visual content, you want your pictures, your posts to be mouth-watering, like I said before. And as you can see in my post, or my post here, it's very eye-capturing. It's captivating. There's a lot of bright, hot colors. And when people come to my Facebook, they know what I'm about right away.
Hey, Anita. Sorry,
Yes.
your screen is blank. There's like a purple line. I don't know. There's like, sorry, I wanted to interrupt, but now that I'm seeing like everyone's like white page.
Oh, no. Okay.
Okay, I'm muting.
Now we'll figure this out.
I just like seeing
Sorry, that's so annoying.
No, it's okay. We're just gonna hang out all night until we figure this out. All right, bear with me here. So we're just gonna do it this way. Can you guys see that?
Yes, it's working.
So
right now.
much better, yeah.
Okay, we'll just do it this way. It's gonna look a little ghetto, but we'll make it work.
We'll take
All
it.
right, so Instagram, still early enough to establish and dominate your niche. We have, well, you guys didn't see you guys got to see my slides, okay? I'm really proud of them. Look how good that looks. All right, look how, okay, I was talking about my hair. Okay, I cut all that off. I built it through social media. Look, I did it through social media. Keep calm and remember to take one day at a time. Reach more people, build your brand, blah, blah, blah. Attention free. Does this mean easy? No. Hustle, you gotta hustle. Okay. That's what I was trying to show you guys. These 9 pictures. Instagram gives you the unique ability to augment your brand with visual content. You capture people's attention right away. There's no scrolling. There's no constant Facebook scrolling. You see 9 pictures right out the gate. And those 9 pictures better say who you are, because you want them to be like, I want to follow this chick. Because they're seeing things on hashtags. They're scrolling other pages that are featuring you. I'll get to that in a minute. And they get to your page and they go, I'm either going to follow or I'm not going to follow. And you want your page to be like, heck yeah, I want to follow this person. And how you do that is all in your pictures. Okay, so visual content, we went through that. Best of all, Instagram doesn't have a filtered feed. We went through that. Instagram can serve as a content creator for other social medias. Instagram videos are great for getting shares on Facebook. Conversion rates are high. We talked about that. We went through these stats. 1 million plus advertisers worldwide use Instagram. 75% are taking action. 1/3 are purchasing from stores. 60% say they discover new products on Instagram. And 70% of stories, videos, views are played sound on. We went through that already. All right, we went through that already. Okay, you can pay to advertise right from Instagram or Facebook. So if you are on your Facebook, you can actually set up an ad to go to your Facebook and your Instagram. I will tell you right now, I do not love that. I cannot name one person that's had any kind of success with doing a Facebook ad linking to their Instagram and getting a ton of traction on Instagram. I personally haven't, and I've been using Facebook advertising for 5 years. But you can play with it. You know, just because I can't do it doesn't mean you can't play with it and try it out. But you can do it directly from Facebook. So we talked about how your page should look and feel to build and attract. Like I said, when someone's popping on your page, you want them to go, wow, she's awesome, or she's delivering fitness, clean eating, mom life. Like, that's what you want them to see right away, for them to start following you. When you should post what? So like I said, you need to be very selective on what you're posting. I give my posts like 3 hours before I decide to post it. I'll get a picture and I'll hem and haw over it before I post it, because I want every picture, because I only post on Instagram, like I said, every other day, once, sometimes twice, because I want it's not like Facebook where I'm posting 2 to 3 times a day. I want my Instagram to be like art right away. You want people to really be like, okay, this is pretty, this is art, or this is, you know, what I want to follow. Where, like I said, like Facebook, it's all about stories and words, and your pictures are part of it, but they aren't everything like they are on Instagram. So let's talk about shout outs. This is my favorite topic right now, because I have been teaching my team how to do shout outs, and I'm going to give you guys the nutshell version, the best that I can. But hold on, let me see what's next. Okay. So shout outs are essentially when another page with a humongoloid following, I never do under 100,000 followers on the page, but when they have a big following, what they do is they will actually post for you your call to action or your, you know, follow me post. This is a great way to build quality followers on your Instagram and get to talking to quality leads. So I am actually featured on a shout out right this moment, and I'm going to take you over there now. So I will tell you how I find these pages. I simply type in fitness, and I contact everybody that pops up from that search to ask them what their pay is or what they charge for a shout out. So I'm going to give you an example of a shout out. Okay, do you guys see my stomach there? Okay, this is Fitness Meals. There are 2 million followers on Fitness Meals. Okay, I paid Fitness Meals $250 to post this for 24 hours. This is what I look like back when my hair was all long and flowy, and that's why I'm taking Coco Locks. Hashtag Coco Locks to get my hair back to there. But basically, I just post information about coaching and information about my virtual boot camp, and I tell people to leave their comments. Okay, so I have about 70 comments here. I'm going to email all these people tomorrow and talk to them about joining. So basically, I run what's called a virtual boot camp sneak peek. And I take all of these emails and I email them individually and invite them into this sneak peek to learn about coaching and to learn about my fitness virtual boot camps. You guys are welcome to go to fitness_meals and check out my verbiage in my picture, but of course, make your own picture. But as you can see, this picture is on a fitness page. I am dialing in who is seeing my posts. I want people who are interested in seeing before and after shots, stuff about macros, stuff about cooking, stuff about food. These people follow this page, 2 million people. So he's built quite the following. And I just reached out and said, hey, can you post my shout out on your page so that people can see what I have to offer? And sometimes they'll tell you no. Some pages they'll work exclusively through 1 or 2 people from each particular company because they don't want to water down their following with the same exact people over and over again. Let me get back to my desktop. Let's go back to okay, so basically a shout out is when you pay money to be on someone else's page. And you need to be very careful with how much you're spending. So I said $250, but I will get 250 emails dropped into that. So that's $1 an email. Do you see what kind of price we're looking at? It's $1 a lead. In the social media world or network marketing world, $1 a lead is awesome. It's nice. Mm-hmm. So I also will tell you with shout outs, don't ever pay for more than 2 to 3 hours. I'm doing 24 hours with him as a bonus. I paid for 2 or 3 hours. He usually just does 2 or 3 hours on that page. Because he loves me and I love him, we're best friends. I am on there until tomorrow morning. But you want to get on a page where you're essentially spending, you can do $30, $20. You can find pages that'll do it for $15. You just have to get creative. I'm not going to tell you all the pages that I use. I use there's 100 I do them on, but I've done the work of searching these guys out. I search meal plan. I search fitness. I search fitness meals, clean eating. Fit girls, inspiration, motivation, bulk, abs. Like if you search keywords that have anything to do with your business, they will come up and you can contact that page and say, hey, would you be willing to take payment for shouting out my page? And it doesn't have to be a call to action. It could be a before and after picture. And you simply say, follow my page. I'm fit_happy_mom on Instagram. So I use that name to also attract people because that name says to somebody exactly what they're going to get on my page, which is Fit Happy Mom. So shout outs are great for building your following and for calls to action. Now, I find that when I do build my following post and build my following and I put a call to action on my own personal page, I have far more conversion. I convert my numbers a lot better. So more people, less people are opting in to learn more with their email address, but more people are signing up because they've been following my page for a little bit. They came over from another fitness page. And so they're kind of a dialed in target audience. Okay. And we're also finding that a lot of women are on Instagram. When I look at the pages that I'm going on, there 2 out of maybe 10 are geared towards men. And a lot of them are most of them are geared towards women. So, you saw those before and after pictures on that shout out page, and you saw, let me go back. These types of things, you wouldn't necessarily think this would capture a woman's attention, but it really does. Women like these before and after pictures. They're inspiring, they're motivating. So ways to grow your following. So you're gonna want to get in love with hashtags. If I were you, I would create a note on your phone. Here's a really good piece of information. Create a note on your phone and write out all your hashtags that you can possibly think of. They will limit how many you do, but just test it out. Get as many as you can think of that has anything to do with your brand. It does not have to be fitness. If you are a college person in college and you like cinema or you like the beach, then you're going to want to post about those things a lot and hashtag those things because you want to attract like-minded people. And when people are scrolling hashtags, trying to fall asleep at night, bored at night in their bed, they're going to come across your page and they might follow you because they found you in hashtags. Also, another great way to build your following, a free way, is to go and search hashtags out and just comment on people's pages. And be genuine. People know when it's a bot, because if your bot is saying great job to a picture of a toddler smiling, that's weird, right? Those bots can be very strange. They can say, awesome, so happy for you. And it can be a sad post because they don't have any kind of personal touch. They don't understand what's going on. So you need to be really careful and pay attention to who you're tapping on. And I say tap because I'm tapping on my phone, but who you're clicking on and what you're saying. So I hashtag back on track. I search back on track because all of us mamas get off track, then we get back on track. And we are always hashtagging, I'm getting back on track. Mm-hmm. So I look that one up and then I find all these women and I can notice that they have kids and they are looking to get back on track. And I just simply comment, nice work, great job, such a cute picture, yada, yada, yada. And they will be like, who's fit, happy mom? And then they'll look at my page and maybe they'll follow me. So it seems to work. I'm at 50,000 plus followers. Another thing you can do is go to virtual assistant, any kind of virtual assistant pages, like Fiverr, and you can hire somebody to do that for you. I actually hired a nice gentleman in Bangladesh who charges me $5 an hour, and he comments and specifically targets my people and comments and likes and follows on people that are my niche. You need to sit down and write down what your niche is. What do you want your page to scream from it? What do you want people to think when they get on your page? And then what they're going to get from you. And so you need to target those people. But getting somebody to do it for you, way better use of your time if you can afford to do that right now. I spend 10% of all my income on marketing through my Instagram, through my Facebook, through my blog. Everything has a little bit of a fund to it. So I do spend money in getting my Instagram assistant to basically do that for me. Okay, let's talk about converting followers into paying customers. There's so many ways to do so. Like I said, calls to action are great, especially from your own personal page, but there's more ways than calls to action. Every few weeks, I will post what's called a freemium. I will give people the opportunity to get a free meal plan from me, or a free recipe, or a free fit tip, or free clean eating group. And I will post a flyer right onto my Instagram about it. And I'll say, click the link in the bio to join my free clean eating group, or click the link in my bio to join my free newsletter. And so when they click on that link in the bio, where do you think they're going? They're going to your MailChimp. If you have a MailChimp newsletter list or whatever you use, if you use I mean, there's so many, but I use MailChimp because it's so easy and it's so duplicable for your coaches. But I've created a list of almost 10,000 emails from creating this freemium. So every couple weeks, it's a free meal plan or free clean eating group, and I get people on to my MailChimp. And by the way, if you've already started a list somewhere else, like an Excel spreadsheet, you can load it into your list on MailChimp and put them, consolidate everything together. So freebies and giveaways. You can even do, I'm giving away a free bag of Shakeology this weekend if you click on the link in the comment section or in the bio and join my newsletter. And I'll draw names from everybody that joins the newsletter to get a free bag of Shakeology. I mean, you could do so many ways to convert followers into paying customers. So when you get those people into the free group, or you get them into your newsletter, this takes some patience, guys, and consistency over time because it's not overnight success. What you're going to see, though, is when you do your calls to action, they are more likely to opt in because you've built trust. When you give somebody something for free, you've earned the right to ask for their business. I'm sorry, but if someone comes out of the gate asking me to buy Cocoa Lots and I don't know them and I didn't find their brand on my own and they're just asking me to buy it, I'm not going to buy it. I don't know you. I don't trust you. I'm not going to put my credit card information in your website. How do I know it's secure? So, but if I've given you a free meal plan, you've joined my free clean eating group or my free, keto group or whatever's popular right now. You join the group, you get to know me a little bit in that group for 5 days. I'm in there live, and you've got to make those freemiums worth it to them. So I'm in my free group live. I'm constantly in there just pumping people up. And I even send little voice messages to everybody in the group, which, by the way, I didn't know you could do this until recently, but you can make a voice message on your phone and forward it to everyone in your group. Kind of cool, right? You can do it from your phone. So they all get this canned message that's like, hey, just wanted to check in on what you thought about my free group. I've got my virtual boot camp around the corner. I'd love to talk to you about it. So they've been in the free group. They got to know you a little bit, and now you're asking for their business, and now you have your foot in the door. So my funnel is basically put the freemium out there on my social media platforms, grab them into my email list that I own. Those are my people. And if Facebook and Instagram were to go up in flames, I would have my email list to continue to grow my business with. Okay, so you own your email list. You do not own your followers on Instagram. You don't own them on Facebook. Facebook owns them. Facebook has their information. He owns their information. You don't. So you want to get as many people from those platforms opting into your newsletter or your list, so that when guys, I can hit Success Club in a matter of 20 minutes. And here's how. I blast my group of 10,000 people with one call to action a month. And it simply tells them exactly where to sign up for a challenge pack, exactly when my challenge group starts, how to join, and then I'm only accepting 5 people. And boom, I will have 5 people sign up with a challenge pack, and I'm there. I'm at Success Club. I did that over 5 years. I built a 10,000 person base following by doing that. Working my freemiums. And guys, it's not like I just started doing, calls to action through my email list in the last few months. I've been doing it for 5 years. Okay. So don't wait until you have 1,000 followers. You can have 500 or emails. You can have 200. You can have 1,000. You can start offering free groups and, virtual boot camp and, whatever, all the while building relationships with your email list. So you can start sending them tips and recipes and meal plans and workout advice, or the workout move of the day. That is my freemium funnel in a nutshell. And you can even do it on Facebook too. You can put up on your Facebook a quick page, opt in above for my free meal plan, and then just get all the people to opt into your newsletter. Again, you've got to make them want to be on your newsletter too, because they can opt out. So you want to be sending them stuff where they're going to go, thank you for sending me that. when I send out an email to my 10,000 followers, my goal is to get 100 people back immediately saying thank you. That's my goal. I want them to go, okay, every time this Anita person sends me something, it's valuable. And then because when you do a call to action, they're going to be like, oh, okay, I trust her. I enjoyed her. She was awesome. So what are your next steps? I challenge you guys to take the next step in doing a freebie. Set up a MailChimp list, set up an opt-in link, set up the link into your bio, and put up, grab free recipes from me, weekly recipes. It's so easy to grab a recipe and just throw it into your email list and send it. That's a great way to get people on your email list. Guys, the beauty of an email list is that people are seeing it because it goes to their inbox. You're not relying on them following on it in a Facebook feed or an Instagram post. Okay, so your goal, your main prerogative, besides calls to action, is to grab up as many people as you can from these platforms and get them into your email list so that you can email blast them goodies and CTAs, calls to action. All right, that's it. Questions?
Yeah, they've been blowing you up.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Chat. Let me take a swig of water here.
I'll read them to you.
Okay.
Karen wants to know your virtual coach boot camps on Facebook, or where do you run them? Facebook groups. Okay.
So when they talk to me, when I email them, I say, hey, thanks for showing interest on my Instagram post. The information I have to share with you is not something I can share with you in one day or one message. I'm hosting a one-day virtual bootcamp sneak peek where I share everything about, my virtual bootcamp in the group. Would you have some time on Monday to check in? And I send them the link to the group.
Okay. And then I'm going to jump around too, but then Amy said, so where do you host your free groups? Is that Facebook as well?
Yeah, Facebook.
Okay. And then how do you, it's unique to you because it's your brand, but they're asking, what is the content of your newsletter? Do you have a formula or?
I literally take my Facebook posts and copy and paste them into my MailChimp. It's that easy because seriously, only a small fraction of your people are seeing your posts on Instagram or Facebook. So by you taking it all and sticking it into an email is just added bonus. Like, okay, sure. Now more people are going to see it because it's going in their inbox. Right.
That makes sense. Now in your one day virtual boot camp, right?
Yeah.
What content do you cover when it comes to you sharing the coaching opportunity? If that's what that is for them to become coaches, what do you highlight?
Okay, so I lead with the fitness boot camp, virtual boot camp,
okay,
challenge group, whatever you want to call it. I lead with that. So all day I am reminding them I'm going to go live at 8 p.m. to talk to you about this. But all day I'm reminding them about the live feed that I'm going to do. And I'm posting before and after pictures. I'm posting facts and information about Shakeology, facts and information about our fitness programs, just kind of going live every couple hours to pump them up and talk about, Beachbody's core mission, how we got started. And then on that live feed, I basically talk about my journey. I talk about how I lost 70 pounds. What did I use? What did I do? How I got to where I am. And then I basically open up enrollment to my virtual bootcamp. I don't even talk about coaching because I don't want to lead with that. I want to lead with the fitness. I want them to be like, okay, I want to do the fitness stuff first. And then at the very end of my new live feed, I typically say, all right, stay around for the last 5 minutes because I'm going to share with you how you can make your fitness into a business. And then 99% stay. And they listen to that part. So then I say to them, okay, I'm going to align you with the right program. I'm going to align you with the right meal plan and supplementation to give you the best success in your health and fitness journey. I then put a Jot form link up with an application asking them for their goals and what they're wanting to achieve. And then I email them back with a plan.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So you have a couple people asking for newbies and first timers who don't have the $250 to spend, how would you recommend that they
There are pages with 300,000, 100,000, 100,000 that'll charge you 15, 20 bucks. And you might get 10, 15 emails, but it's $1 a lead.
Right.
$1. And then you can just have private conversations with these 10 to 15 people. You don't have to do a virtual boot camp or a group or a sneak peek. You can just have one-on-one conversations through email with these people using the 5-step invitation process.
Right. Right. Even just one person a day is a new seed that's been planted. So do you use the same hashtags daily, or do you change them out per post?
I change them out per post.
Okay.
But when I got started, I would just use the same chunk. So it just depends. It's both are equally as successful. I feel like I had success with both.
Yeah. Okay. I had a question for you. Oh, do you ever post like help wanted on your own page, or do you only do that on shout out pages?
I do it on my own page too.
And how long do you leave them up?
Especially when I have a shout out going.
Okay.
Because go ahead.
How long do you keep it up? Because it's not for the visuality of your page. You don't keep it up there, right?
No, I only post my calls to action on my page for 2 to 3 hours. Because
Okay.
you'll see after 2 to 3 hours, it slows down.
Okay. Perfect. And it's funny that I had for my executive club, which are my what's a good word for them? I want to say my superstars. My real producers, we have a group called the Executive Club, and we had a call with Josh Coates just the other day, and he talked about exactly what you talked about to make sure that your Facebook ads are not linked to Instagram. He was saying the same thing, that there's just it's a no-no, because it not only doesn't work, but it takes all the activity off of your Facebook.
It dilutes it. You
Right.
get less people.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, what you said, I was showing my daughter my Instagram, and I'm like, it's been stale. I mean, my Instagram, although it's very big, I know, has sat at for almost a year. It sat at the same number. And, I've heard things that once you get over 100,000 that it's really hard to get more followers, but still you think it would grow. So I showed it to my daughter, who's, will be 21 next month. And she's like, Mom, your pictures need to be better. She says they're kind of fuzzy. They're not real clear. You need more of a theme. And this is coming from a 21-year-old who loves Instagram. And that is her favorite platform by far. And she follows a lot of fitness people because that's just what inspires her. And so exactly what you said about it being bright and vibrant and kind of having a theme, whatever your theme is, it just needs to, whether you even just have your logo in the bottom left corner of every single picture, that there's just some sort of unity. And that it's better not to post as often. So I loved hearing you say that it's better not to post as often and have quality over quantity, because I've noticed that too. If I put up a picture because I feel the pressure, it's been a couple of days since I put up something that's kind of subpar, I actually lose more followers than if I wouldn't have posted at all. So it's better to be real picky about your Instagram, because you are so right. It's not about the words. Don't put, most of the time, don't put words on your pictures. They just want to see a beautiful picture. Mm-hmm. They might feel compelled to read what's underneath it, but most times they don't. They just scroll and look at the beautiful picture, and they will look at the name that is attached to that picture. And if they see it enough that they're tapping enough of your pictures, they'll be like, okay, who is this person? And then they'll go to that page and see. So your advice is remarkably sound. It's what I've been hearing lately, for sure.
Cool.
And you, I know you Snapchat, but do you see any future in Snapchat like you do with Instagram?
Oh gosh, Eric and I have had a lot of conversations about this, because if I were to try to do both Instagram stories and Snapchat, I would be like this all day.
Right?
Like, I wouldn't be able to be with my family. I wouldn't be able to live life. I personally do not like Snapchat or Instagram stories, because it's just another thing I have to think about, but it's where we're headed as far as social media is concerned. People want to see more. They want to be, they want to be voyeuristic. Is that the right word? Everyone wants to see everything. Mm-hmm. So I decided to pick between the two, Instagram and Snapchat. And I chose Instagram because I have 50,000 followers on my Instagram. So more people are going to see my live feed. I have Snapchat. I have got 2,000 followers, which is okay. Mm-hmm. But I can reach a lot more people through my Instagram. So that's where I've kind of decided to consolidate everything.
Okay.
I try to do both, this would just be like all day, and that I can't.
I totally agree. And I think it's silly to repurpose the exact same thing from one to the next, because
Right.
most people, when they decide they like you, they want to see you on it. They want to follow you on every platform. And if it's the same stuff and they're like, oh, they're lazy.
Right.
That doesn't give the good. Okay. So I'm not going to keep you too long, but can we grab a copy of one of your newsletters? Yes. You just have to subscribe to her and you can get them all.
Let me email blast you guys.
Right. Help wanted.
My newsletter, guys, is not fancy. I just load up pictures and posts from Facebook into MailChimp and I send it. So recipes, inspiration, motivation, whatever the heck I post throughout the week, and I just slap it into a newsletter. Basically just a long Facebook post that I send them.
And you send those how often?
I try to do once a week.
Okay.
I try to do a recipe every 3 days. I try to stay in their inbox at least once a day. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Help wanted or girl boss post. Does one do any better for you than the other?
My help wanted posts do the best.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Do you use the leads that you get and add them to your newsletter to build trust?
Yep. So if I got like 250 emails from that help wanted ad, I just take them and I load them all into my MailChimp. That's how I got to 10,000, is because I take everybody and put them into my MailChimp.
Okay, what kind of photo do you recommend for a paid shout out if we don't have professional photos?
If it's not professional, it needs to be very clear and it needs to be very bright and vibrant. I can show you a couple of examples, but it would take forever. But I can tell you that people on Instagram, they want to see skin. So for fitness, so are you, if you're in your workout clothes, something of you working out, something inspirational, like go to your high school track, your local high school, get on the track, set your phone up for timer cam and get in your little workout clothes and do something.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. If when she said skin, you're thinking, well, I don't want to show my abs. Do it by, show your bicep, your beautiful shoulders. Mm-hmm. There's just, skin, calves. I mean, Stacia, who was the one who came on and helped me out and said that it was the blank page, she did a help wanted. And I think Stacia, if I'm getting it right exactly, she was kneeled down tying her shoe. With it. It was very inspirational. It was a really, really good picture. And so just be a little bit creative, try not to have the same stance that everybody has, but literally show your best side and make sure it's a bright, clear, inspiring picture.
Yeah. Yeah. And with skin, I mean, the pictures I use, I don't know. I use my old fitness ones, but I have to help my coaches duplicate that. And not everybody has professional fitness photos. So a lot of my coaches who have had success with Instagram shoutouts simply just went to their kids' school and got a cool track picture and a workout outfit. It doesn't have to be a sports bra. It can be a tank top and clothes, as long as you look like you're doing something active and you're smiling or, you do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so help me out, Anita, before I close it up, because this is something I've been really stressing, especially to my coaches that have been coaches for 2, 3, 4, even up to 5 years. When you're brand new, you still have a great warm market and you're still building your Facebook and your high school friends are still reaching out to you, or your coworkers or people that you've had, you and I are the same, Anita. I had 200 friends on Facebook when I started. But to build some sort of funnel, and that starts with you posting with intention on all of your social media. Instagram is exactly what Anita said. My daughter said it's very aesthetic. It needs to be aesthetic. You need to take the time, which Homegirl's going to get better about that as well. So I saw somebody else post, I need to do some work on my Instagram. That's how I feel too, because my pictures have gotten sloppy. But if you're going to work Instagram, make sure you put a lot of time into those posts. And then Facebook is kind of, like she said, little mini blogs. So you're just attracting people to your social media, and then you put out a freemium. And Anita gave you great examples. You guys know that I have my 8-Hour Abs ebook, which, has served me well for 3 years. It still gives me a mailing list as well. So then you create a mailing list, and that's a way for you to connect with people more, even more privately than in a Facebook message. For you to be able to talk to them through email, it's like the social media is out of the way and all the distractions are out of the way. And it's almost like you're having a real conversation with them because you're in their mailbox. And they feel more connected to you that way. And so when you give them really good content in blogs or newsletters, that relationship just goes to a deeper level. And then you put out that call to action, every once in a while, whether you do it on your social media, you do it in your newsletter, you do it on a shout out page. That call to action needs to be, how many times would you say, Anita, that you actually put out a call to action to people, whether it be to join something free, to join something paid, or to become a coach? Do you have a formula of how many times that you actually reach out?
Well, I do it on each platform at least once a week.
Okay. Oh, girl needs to step up her game. I don't do that
Obviously doing something right.
Okay, I'm not missing anybody. I think everybody is very interested in your newsletter, Anita, and would love to know where they would sign up to see it.
Yeah, I'll pop the link in. Actually, you know what? Go to my Facebook and then click on my cover photo, and it links you right there.
There you go.
Off to the side. Prepare to be me. I'll be in your mailbox a lot, guys. I just have to warn you.
That's all right. It'll inspire them. And it's sweet of you to share that. I know that, I have a pretty good sized list too. And I know that probably 3/4 of them are already coaches, but it still helps people. So, why wouldn't you want it to get out there?
My coaches see it and they're like, sweet, I'll do what she did.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do we find a guy in Bangladesh? That's a great question. Did you go to Upwork to find your
Fiverr?
You found him at Fiverr?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's
okay. Thank you, Stacey.
Elance. I think it's Elance.
Yeah.
It's either Fiverr or Elance.
Yeah. And you guys, one of the best pieces of advice I got from Shalene 15 years ago was to get help before you can afford it. Otherwise, you'll never be able to afford to get a lot of help. And I sat on that for the longest time. And it started off with just having somebody clean my house like once a month. And then I was able to do it twice a month. And then I got to the point that it was once a week. And then, I got somebody to help me answer emails. Then I got somebody to edit my photos. And it frees up the time for you to do what you really enjoy and what you're really good at. Nobody else can do for you, but you have to free up time to do what only you can do. And so I know when you're like, I'm not making a lot of money in this business, how can I invest money in? Do what you can, because I promise it will come back tenfold. I mean, I've heard it a million times. Even when you invest in yourself as far as personal development goes, it comes back sevenfold, but at least tenfold in your business. What you put out there will come back. If you are consistent and you hustle and you're a girl boss and you treat it like a business, if you invest in it, you will get it back, hands down.
Preach it.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're out of, I just don't want to get off with you, Anita. I love seeing your face. But I'm
going to miss you guys while you're in Italy. It's not fair.
Oh, I know. Don't get me started. And where's the next one? Is it?
I think it's South France.
Oh, okay. That's right. I'm like, okay.
I am going to Italy actually in October, thanks to Eric.
Yeah.
It felt so bad for me.
Such a good man.
Yeah, we're going to go.
Yeah, good for you. You'll enjoy the two of you more. You know that. Anyway. So anyway, I love you to pieces. Thank you so much for being on the call. And you got lots of thank yous in the chat box. And if you ever need me, I'm here for you as well.
Awesome.
All right. You guys have a great night. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Love, love, love.